This is your best man.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Come forward a little, Sergeant. Let me see you. Oh, yes, Sergeant Cork. I remember you. I've heard of you.
And I of you, Prime Minister.
What do you know of this assignment?
That Prince Frederick of Silesia is coming here on a surprise and informal visit, coinciding with the Silesian trade mission. His life has been threatened by exiled members of the Silesian Radical Party living in England, and we are to protect him.
Good. Now, this is the latest assassination threat, couched in rather violent terms. You'd better take it. Study it later. For the moment, I want to impress upon you the urgency and the vital importance of this matter. Let me show you. Now, our relationship with Russia for some time has not been of the best. The Tsar Alexander III has massive ambitions in Europe. Look carefully, and you will see that Silesia occupies a key position. Now, if Russia controlled Silesia, she'd be well into Europe, and then be in a position to link up with Germany and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a delicate situation. The assassination of Prince Frederick on British soil might drive Silesia into the arms of Russia, and that could lead to war. That's why I've sent for gentlemen. It must not happen.
Well, it's ridiculous.
Well, yes, the order, sir. It's quite specific.
Well, where am I going to find 16 men?
Oh, I admit it's a problem
This
for you,
fuss
sir.
and bother about a trade
Well,
mission.
it's not exactly the trade mission, sir. It's the Prince Frederick. I gather he's a very important character.
Rubbish. Prince is a tenner penny where he comes from. Now, in Britain, rank counts for something.
Yes, quite, but Prince Frederick is the nephew of the Archduke of Silesia and his heir, I
Don't
believe.
give a jot who he is. 16 men. It's ridiculous.
Morning, Inspector. Now, Cork, make all necessary arrangements as soon as possible. Now the train leaves at midday.
Yes, sir.
Have you picked the sergeant's party?
I've got a list of available men here, sir.
Ah.
Thank you.
Yes, that's about the best we can do. They better be briefed right away.
Superintendent, don't you think 16 is going too far?
No, I do not. I want you to make sure, absolutely sure, that Sergeant Cork gets the men he needs. Over and above the 16 if necessary.
Yes, sir.
This is a top-level matter, Bird. I have orders to give it first priority. You will do the same.
Merritt, you can assist the inspector in selecting and briefing the men, will you?
Very good, son.
I shall be damned glad when our friend Prince Frederick has departed these shores. Thank God he'll only be here for 3 days. Half the exiles in London will be waiting to take a pot shot at him.
Hardly blame them, sir. The ruling clique round Silesia pretty much for their own benefit. A pretty brutal mob by all accounts, too, and Prince Frederick is one of them.
Politics don't come into this, Sergeant. We're policemen with a job to do.
Oh, I'll do the job all right, sir. But don't expect me to like it, or the Prince either, for that matter.
You know, Cork, one of these days you'll go too far, and even I won't be able to protect you.
I'll do my best to restrain myself, sir.
You'd better. Now, anything else you require to be arranged?
Just one thing, sir. I'd like the best man from the dynamite branch to help me on this case, someone who knows about bombs and so forth.
You someone in mind, of course.
I was wondering if Inspector Jack Henson, is he back on duty after his leg injury, sir?
Yes, he's been back a fortnight. I thought as much. The dynamite branch won't like it, but all right, I'll give the necessary instructions.
Thank you,
Will that be all?
I think that's all, sir. After all, Henson can make inquiries from the local bomb throwers and check on the hotel where the Prince is going to stay.
And you?
On my way to catch the train to Dover, sir.
Oh.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Yakov? Yakov!
Highness,
What the devil's going on?
the train from London has not arrived yet, Highness.
The rest of the passengers have disembarked, and I'm left stewing in this damn cabin?
But we were asked to wait for the escort from London, Highness.
Confounded nuisance. An escort in England? I thought this was a civilized country.
Good day, gentlemen.
Are you the fellow there's been all this fuss about?
My credentials, sir.
All I wish to do is to get ashore.
My name is Sergeant Cork. What is your name?
I am Yakov.
You are the valet here?
I am Prince Frederick's man.
The hell is all this about? Yakov, find Curtin and tell him that we're ready to leave. This letter says that you are responsible for my protection.
That is the general idea, sir.
Well, let us understand one another, Sergeant. I did not ask for protection, I do not need it, and I don't want it. Is that clear?
Quite clear, sir. If you'll just excuse me for one moment. Constable, bring that man in, will you? You recognize this man, sir?
He's one of the stewards.
We found him outside this door 5 minutes ago on his knees.
Just my flaming luck to run into you.
He has a criminal record, sir.
Oh, I'm a reformed character now, Gov. Steward, first class. I've been straight now for the best part of 6 months.
Ah, yes, and what were you doing on your knees outside this door? Praying?
I dropped a tanner.
And thought you'd do a little listening at the same time, eh?
Ah, no, Gov, not me, never.
You got a lie, you know. All right, Constable, let him go this time. If I catch you prowling round again, I'll cut both your ears off, understand?
Thanks, Mr. C. Sorry to bother you, Gov. Any friend of the sergeant's is a friend of mine.
Well, Sergeant, I must congratulate you upon your vigilance. I can see that you're an expert. Why did you let him go?
Well, he wasn't after your life, sir. He was after your wallet.
You really think an attempt will be made to assassinate me here in England?
We can't rule out the possibility, sir.
Why should anyone wish to kill me?
Well, there are a number of people who disagree violently with the way you run your country, sir.
I do not run Silesia, Sergeant. That task falls to my uncle, the Archduke.
Perhaps they associate you with him, sir.
I see. Do you always speak so bluntly?
Quite often, sir. It's democratic practice. Very common in England.
Yes, I seem to remember something of the sort. I was educated here, you know. I'm almost an Englishman. Now, since we are going to be thrown together, Sergeant, perhaps I should explain...
Your Highness?
Ah, Leon, we're ready to leave now. You must meet Sergeant Cork from Scotland Yard. Sergeant, this is Leon Kurtner, the Secretary General of our trade mission.
Scotland Yard.
The sergeant is to be my bodyguard.
Most considerate, of course, but hardly necessary. Our embassy will see that you are well protected, sir.
It's no use, Leon. Their foreign office is convinced that I am to be blown up by radicals, and so they have sent a radical policeman to protect me.
Perhaps if Yakov could stop with the luggage, sir.
This is totally unexpected and upsets all the arrangements made by the embassy for your protection. They will not like it, sir.
I don't like it either, Leon, but the British government insists...
I'll make myself as unobtrusive as possible, sir.
Oh, that won't be necessary, Sergeant. You may be very useful to me. You can show me all the new landmarks. After 5 years, I shall be a little rusty. Coal fumes, smoke, fog, and rain. Dear old England. It's good to be back.
You're licked. People downstairs are very inquisitive. I had to stop and talk to them. You arouse their curiosity ignoring them.
If all goes well, we will be out of here within the hour, and they will really have something to be curious about.
An hour?
He is due at the hotel in 30 minutes, and it will not be long before he comes onto the balcony to admire the London seas. Stay away from the window. We are directly opposite the prince's rooms.
It is Hanson. I know that walk.
He has been there for some time. He knows we are here. He can feel it. He knows.
Is there anyone with him?
Not yet. Frederick did not give them time. The inspector knows the advantage is with us until we fire. One shot.
Inspector Henson.
Yes?
Detective Marriott, the Sergeant Cork's office. I was told to report you here, sir.
Oh, you work for that old devil, do you? Why, you're looking pretty fit on it. Right. This is the Prince's suite. You can help me search this room. This is a precautionary search for explosives. Bombs. I looked at the lamps. We're lucky we've still got gas in this hotel. Electric lighting now, and that's a godsend to your assassin. All those wires. Twist a few of them together and whoosh! Up this hotel goes in a sheet of flame.
Oh, they'd even do that. Risk the lives of innocent people to get one man.
They're fanatics, Marriott. To them, the means are justified by the ends. So remember, make a thorough search under all the furniture, behind the curtains, in the cupboards, especially if any of the staff have been in. Look out for door handles and the windows, anything at all suspicious, and make sure that door into the corridor is kept locked all the time.
Right, sir.
Keep on your toes. If you relax for 1 minute, that'll give them the opportunity they want.
What next, sir?
Well, these houses opposite. Ask about any new tenants and have a man on the roof.
I can see why we needed so many men.
We haven't got half enough.
No, there's only one more with Henson. They're still on the balcony looking this way. There's another carriage. It is him. The police are all going into the hotel. No one to this side of the road.
Oh, Detective Constable Merritt here, sir. Inspector Henson is through there.
More escorts, I see.
Inspector Henson, sir.
How's it going, lad?
All right, sir. Inspector Henson was just showing me where to look for trouble.
Right. What about the keys?
These are they.
Let's see if I'm out. Everything checked, Henson?
Oh, yes, yes. That suite opposite is empty.
Yeah.
And under constant guard.
Right.
These rooms are all right.
Thank you, Jack. Right, 5 keys. You better have one, lad.
Thank you.
I'll keep the other. That's 3 for them. What about the master key?
Well, this is it.
That's it. Righto, well, that disposes of the keys. How do we stand otherwise?
Well, we've got Martin in the corridor, Sheldon at the back door, and Moss checking...
I know.
all
What about the
comers.
houses opposite?
Well, Inspector Henson's gone over there.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it? You should have had prior notice. You better go over there. Give him a hand, will you? Take 3 men with you. Move, lad, move. And see that door's locked behind you.
Right.
So we haven't checked the houses opposite, so please keep away from the windows, will you?
Very well.
Brunt, here they come. Henson and 3 or 4 of them. You may go if you wish.
Come away from the window.
These are the keys of the suite, sir. Must be kept locked at all times. The 3rd one is there for Yakov when he's finished the unpacking. Now, no one is to be admitted without my permission. If I may take a look outside, sir. There you go.
Mainly routine correspondence, the usual number of petitions. I think you'd better read that one yourself, sir.
Thank you. A letter of welcome to London. Sergeant, this should interest you. You won't think much of the style, and what the writer has to say about me is quite untrue, but the contents...
Threatening letters must always be taken seriously, sir. Have you the envelope?
Envelope?
Well, this letter is folded. Presumably there was an envelope.
I think that is the one.
Thank you. If you receive any more of these, anything at all significant, please keep the envelopes.
We'll see that we don't lose any envelopes, Leon.
Sir! Please keep away from the window,
Your
sir.
Highness! Prince Friedrich, are you all right?
Yes, I'm quite all right.
Let me
Please
help you,
don't
sir.
fuss, Leon. Leave me alone, please.
It came from the houses opposite.
Is this the room, Mom?
Yes, this is it. Tell Sergeant Cork he'll be here for a while. At least we'll get a description of them.
Right.
Yes, I can see Inspector Henson now, sir.
A little late, isn't he, Sergeant?
Not under circumstances, sir. It won't happen again. We'll keep those houses under proper guard.
I should hope so. But surely now that the assassin has been driven away, we can breathe a little more easily.
Well, London is teeming with exiles from your country, sir. They're just the first shot. They don't give up too easily.
Well, a very pleasant welcome to London, Leon.
I still think you should have taken your uncle's advice and stayed at the embassy.
No, I prefer it here.
Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Mr. Smith,
Indeed? And to whom do I have the pleasure?
I've come to collect a package.
A package.
Here is the letter of authority.
Ah, yes. I regret that I cannot meet your requirements.
But you promised it by today.
I had no means of getting in touch with your people. You see, I cannot run the risk.
What risk is there for you?
Your visitor, the one you want to welcome. The police are prepared.
Police.
I'm sorry, but these are difficult times for me. My shop is watched.
Then who will help us?
There are very few establishments left, but you could try Messrs. Quilby of Battersea. Possibly the police are not yet aware that they would carry out this kind of work for you.
The address.
The police, go to these people. They will help you if they can. Well, I'll do all I can to help you, madam, but it's very difficult to obtain that particular kind of flintlock. Perhaps a shop specializing in curios. However, as your husband is a good customer of mine, I'll do what I can. Be good enough to call again this time next week.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Sergeant Cork, this is a surprise. Must be all of 3 years.
Since you're accused of making a bomb, eh? We're closing your place down while the Silesian Trade Mission is here.
Oh, come now, Sergeant. Bombs. I haven't made a bomb for years. I live by the law.
I'm glad to hear it. Even so, we're closing it down, eh?
But what have I done? I've always helped the police.
When it suited you.
But what have I to do with
There's already
this?
been one attack on Prince Frederick's life.
Oh, dear me.
Unsuccessful, you'll be glad to hear. An individual fanatic took a pot shot from one of the houses opposite. We're more concerned with the exiles who are organized, the radicals.
It's shameful that people should stoop to such measures.
Even more shameful, there should be people willing to supply them with the necessary weapons, eh? I Merritt, I'm going back to the hotel. Let me know how cooperative Mr. Smith is. It might influence our decision about closing this place down.
Well, now, Mr. Smith.
Well, I will help in any way I can, Mr.
Marriott.
Marriott? I knew a Marriott once in Swindon. No relation, I expect. Well, as I say, I'd like to help Mr. Marriott, but I know nothing.
You've not been approached?
Oh, no, they know I wouldn't consider it, and your extra vigilance has warned off some of my former colleagues. I have heard the odd rumor, of course.
About an attempt on the Prince?
About a bomb.
A bomb? What kind of a bomb?
From the whispers, I would say a biggish one with a time mechanism. In my view, the least effective method, but it still is popular. You see, there's the question of sound. Even I've been unable to find a timepiece that is completely inaudible.
Now,
of course, the plan may be changed. I have always favored the lighted fuse, but where there's no possibility of a quick escape, the time bomb is still the answer. Of course, there was some talk of a trigger mechanism.
Trigger mechanism?
Well, a most unsatisfactory method, Mr. Marriott. Quite indiscriminate. Once you've set the trap, the explosion is effected by the first contact. Now, it may be prematurely disturbed by a housemaid or a cat. No, I don't like trigger mechanisms at all.
Are you plump for a time bomb, then?
Oh, I wouldn't, Mr. Marriott. I mean, I live by the law.
Look, you've as good as told me I could come in here and order a bomb just like that.
Oh, it's certainly not in here, Mr. Marriott. I mean, you and I both know that other establishments may trade in bombs by the back door, you understand, but not here. Certainly not here.
Of course, you live by the law.
By the law? Well, you'll tell Sergeant Cork that I've helped you all I can.
Oh, don't worry, you'll have a full report. Mr. Smith, what would you do now if you were the assassin?
You can make a hotel room safe, but you cannot check the whole of London, can you?
Well, then Prince Frederick will have to stay in his hotel suite, won't he?
Prince Frederick, yes. He's not going to spend 3 days cooped up in that suite. He's a young man. He likes his amusements. But when he leaves that hotel, that could be the moment.
I wish you would at least visit the embassy with me, sir. They'll want your views on the mineral concessions.
When you've drawn up your agreement, I will sign it at the embassy if you wish. Now, isn't it time that you were paying our respects to the ambassador?
Yes, Your Highness.
Sergeant, you wanted to see our envelopes. Tell me, what do you make of that?
Go.
Well, when you've quite finished your toffee, Sergeant.
Oh, delivered by hand. No postage stamp. Must have come from London or nearabouts.
Tell me about the writer.
Well-formed hand. Educated. Full of character. Purposeful, too. Signs of the curlicue stuff they practice on the continent, but overlaid with the copperplate they teach young ladies in England. I'd say your letter was written by a young lady who took her first lessons abroad before coming to England. Very determined young lady, too. Probably one of your exiles, sir.
Capital, Sergeant. My uncle should employ men like you.
It's from Maria Sondheim. Your Highness, what does she want?
She has arranged a meeting with her brother Max.
Highness, you do not intend to meet him?
Oh, certainly. I suggested the meeting myself.
Then I must respectfully disapprove, sir. Your uncle would not like it.
I'm quite sure of that.
And yet you intend to meet him?
Oh, Yakov, my coat.
Sergeant, can you not intervene? This woman, Maria Sondheim, and her brother Max Sondheim are dangerous radicals. They lead the Silesian radical party in exile. If the prince goes to meet them, it could lead him into danger.
It's not without reason, sir. These are the very people who have threatened your life.
If you must see him, let it be at the embassy.
He wouldn't come to the embassy.
But a private meeting could be dangerous, sir.
Nonsense. Max and I are old friends.
When are you going to see him?
In about an hour's time.
Where?
At an old meeting place.
Look, sir, I must warn you.
Sergeant, I have no intention of spending the next 3 days in this room a prisoner of their threats. I'm going to meet Max and Maria.
This man Sondheim is a traitor. Forgive me, Your Highness, but your uncle feels that you're too free in offering your friendship.
Yes, he wishes me to be hated as he is hated. Is that a way to live?
One day you will succeed, your uncle. As ruler of our country, you will have to face the same problems as him. If he appears to keep you in check, it is only for the good of Silesia. In time you will settle down. You are still a young man, Your Highness.
There are too many old men running this world. Am I to wait until I am as unbending and intolerant as they are? We need young men with young ideas, men like Max Sondheim.
Sondheim talks about freedom at a distance. But what use is talk? Your uncle has already brought in a number of liberal reforms.
My uncle has sent into exile every man that ever spoke against him. We could learn much from this country, Leon. Here, they are not afraid of words.
England. Sergeant, you appear to understand something about our country. We are small. We have powerful and hostile neighbors. We have to tread very carefully. If we had a revolution on our hands, the Russians could cross our borders and crush us.
Think of nothing but revolutions and assassinations.
But not without reason, sir.
Sergeant, it may be quite safe for the prince to meet Sondheim. Safe from any attempt on his life, I mean. But politically, it would be most dangerous. It is bound to be misunderstood. It is almost treason.
Nevertheless, I am going to meet them.
Thank you, Tom.
Good evening, sir.
How are you,
Oh,
Frank?
up and down like a pair of scales. Will you be taking the usual, sir?
Yes, thank you. And thank you for remembering, Frank. And a pint also for my friend. Well, business is very slack tonight. Is there anyone here I know?
Oh, I don't think so, sir. They'll probably drop in later. It's early yet.
We used to come here once or twice a week, Max and I.
Max Sondheim?
Yes, it surprises you.
Well, after all, he's a radical. You are a prince, sir.
And the prince is supposed to have no feelings, no principles, no intelligence.
I didn't say that, sir.
Sergeant, I'm not what you think. When I see what is happening in my country, my heart aches. That is why I'm here, why I want Max to come back with me and help destroy the tyranny that is dragging Silesia down.
And your uncle?
He must make way. Now, do you see why I do not fear Max? He is an ally. I am in no danger from him. Maria.
Max asked me to send word, but I decided to come myself.
Where is Max?
Well, he has been delayed, but he will be here later on if you can stay.
You must meet Sergeant Cork, who is my bodyguard. Sergeant, this is Maria Sondheim. Frank, one more, please.
Right you are, sir.
The The sergeant is like my shadow. Everywhere I go, you will find him.
Miss Sondheim, how long do you think your brother will be?
He has been working late, but he said about half an hour.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you again, Maria. You haven't changed, you know,
I am 5 years older.
but just as beautiful.
Frederick, why have you come?
To see you?
Oh, no, be serious.
Now, that is part of the reason. Also, I want Max to come back with me to Silesia.
You must be mad. That is all they want, to take Max, to hang him.
What good is he doing here, 1,000 miles away? He is needed at home.
Miss Sondheim, did you tell anyone else you were coming here?
Oh, no.
What's the matter, Sergeant?
I think it rather strange that your friend should decide to work late, sir, on such an important occasion as this for him.
Max would know that I want to talk to Maria before he arrives, because then we must talk business.
Well?
Sergeant, this woman just went out.
Did she?
Well, it could be nothing, but after she's gone, I got the feeling I'd seen her somewhere before.
It's a woman sitting over there. We saw her in the gunsmith's. What a fool I am. Look, did you stop her?
Yes, we've got her outside.
She was sitting here. Get everyone out of here, lad. Move. I want the place cleared in 20 seconds. Move!
Everybody outward.
You could have blown up the whole beer cellar with that contraption. Not just one man, but a dozen others. It means nothing to you? How do you know the prince was going to be there? Who told you? You call yourself Irene Stone, don't you? Your real name is Irene Stein. You came from Silesia 1 year ago. Why? Why did you want to kill the prince? Where'd you get that thing from? Who made it? You arranged all this with Max Sondheim, didn't you?
No. It had nothing to do with Max Sondheim or his sister.
An answer at last. Thank you. You arranged for that bomb to explode after Miss Sondheim had arrived. Why?
I have nothing to say.
We've got a lead on Max Sondheim. Inspector Henson's after him now.
All right, let me know when you've taken him into custody.
Any luck with the lady?
No, not much. You better get back to the hotel and look after the prince.
Oh, it's all right. He's here. He's with Superintendent Nelson.
All right, bring Smith in. He might be able to help. All right, let's try again, shall we?
I have nothing to say.
Oh, yes, you have. You've a good deal to say. And you are going to say it eventually.
Mr. Smith, sir.
Come in, Smith. I want your expert opinion on that.
Well, I'm not sure that
Now, look, come on, Smith. Modesty doesn't become you. Look, come on, tell me what you think. Well?
Second-rate workmanship, yes, very poor quality.
There's enough dynamite there to blow up half Westminster.
Well, that's what I mean. Wasteful would be twice as effective with half the load, and the trigger mechanism, amateurish.
You didn't make it?
If I didn't know you better, Sergeant, I'd regard that as an insult. I have my pride.
Where did it come from?
I don't know, and what's more, I don't want to. These amateurs, they ruin the trade.
Look, this woman was in your shop yesterday.
Yes, yes, this lady, she wanted an antique flintlock for her husband's anniversary, she said.
Don't fence with me. She came for a bomb, this bomb.
A second-rate job like that? Really, Sergeant, I wouldn't have it in the place.
Do you want to be charged with complicity?
How can you charge me? I've done nothing. I was approached, I admit.
That's much better. You were approached by whom?
This lady...
He's lying.
Carry on, Smith.
She wanted me to make a time bomb. Well, naturally, I refused.
Wasn't there enough money in it for you?
Oh, yes, there was plenty of money. The fee offered was very generous.
You knew this woman. You'd seen her before.
No, but...
Well,
She brought a letter, you see, from someone I did know.
Where is this letter?
Well, I gave it back to her. I told her I wasn't
He's
interested.
lying. He undertook to make the bomb, and at the last moment he backed out.
This letter of introduction, who sent it? Who signed it?
Well, you see, it was from a Mr. Sondheim. Max Sondheim.
Sondheim.
Mr. Sondheim?
Yes?
I should like you to come along to police headquarters to answer a few questions.
No. Inspector Henson, isn't it?
If you don't mind, sir.
May I ask the nature of these questions?
You will be told at headquarters.
No, I have never seen this woman before.
You are positive, sir?
Quite sure. Occasionally I forget the men that I meet, but a pretty woman, never.
This pretty woman tried to blow you sky high last night. Her name is Irene Stone, originally Irene Stein.
My assassin? Really, most interesting. Tell me, my dear, why should you wish to kill me?
You butcher!
Take her out, will you, man?
You murdered my 3 brothers because they tried to speak against you. You put my mother and father in jail. You turned Silesia into a prison house.
I hope you will deal sternly with her, Superintendent. She should be made an example of.
She will come to trial, sir.
I trust that you will find it possible to be merciful. She found little mercy in her own land.
Your Highness.
It's true, Leon. We've sown a fine crop of dragon's teeth. Let us go.
If I could have 2 minutes of your time, sir.
Now?
It is rather urgent, sir.
Wait for me downstairs, please, Leon.
Very well, Your Highness.
Well, Sergeant, what is it?
You still intend to pursue your plan to meet Mr. Sondheim, sir?
It is more urgent now than ever.
I must warn you that there are indications he was involved in last night's incident, sir.
It is ridiculous.
Say not, sir. You've taken him into custody.
Then you must release him. I demand it.
If it can be proved he's innocent of any association...
Sergeant, this man is not a common assassin. He is one of the greatest leaders that Silesia has ever produced, and he is needed.
That's as maybe, sir. But what worries me is that Sondheim knew the time and the place of the meeting, yet he did not turn up. Why? Because he knew there was a bomb there.
He was delayed.
Possibly. What is more serious, we have information that the instructions for making the bomb were given by Sondheim. Signed by him.
I will not believe it. I know Max.
I know, but you haven't seen him for 5 years, sir. A man can change in that time.
Not Max Sondheim. And you have forgotten one thing, Sergeant. He did not arrive in time for the meeting, but his sister did. Would he have sent his sister into danger? Inconceivable. No, it's not Max.
Yes?
Inspector Henson asked me to bring you this, sir.
Sondheim. Henson's brought him to your office with his sister.
Oh, excellent, sir. Well, if you excuse me, I'll see you later at the hotel, if I may, sir.
Sergeant, could I speak to Sondheim in private?
I'm not sure if that can be arranged, sir.
I must speak to him. This is vital. Now, please arrange a meeting, Sergeant.
That is up to the superintendent, sir. If you'll pardon me.
Superintendent, will you allow me to speak to Sondheim?
If he's charged, it may be difficult.
You cannot charge him. He is not an assassin.
All you have is the evidence of that woman. A forged letter to say that my brother is an assassin.
Well, how could Irene Stone have known you were going to meet Prince Frederick at that place last night?
Everyone knows that Max and Frederick used to meet there years ago. They must have guessed.
Well, these people don't usually rely on guesswork.
Irene Stone is an embittered woman. Her parents and 3 brothers were all killed by the regime. She does not know that the prince sympathizes with our aims. She thinks he is as bad as his uncle, the Archduke. That explains her actions.
Her parents are dead.
Yes, we had 4 weeks ago through one of our couriers. We did not know. We could not tell her the news. They were executed soon after she left the country.
Look, this bomb was made on written instructions by your brother. She admitted that.
Then she was lying.
She only admitted it after Smith had told me about the letter of introduction.
Well, surely you must see it is not logical that I should be involved. To kill the prince would be to set my plans back by 10 years. And would I send my sister to her death? I could not condone assassination, Sergeant. I hate all tyranny, all misuse of power. And what greater tyranny could there be than the taking of a man's life without trial, without the victim being allowed to say one word in his own defense? I want to free our country, but we shall not do it by using the weapons of terror and senseless slaughter. I leave those to my opponents.
Now are you convinced, Sergeant?
I should like to be, but I have certain orders. Sondheim, I must keep you in protective custody while Prince Frederick is here and while we make further inquiries.
But you can't do that.
I'm sorry.
But I must see the prince. I must speak with him. For 5 years we have been planning, waiting.
I will be seeing him shortly. If you care to write a note, I will be your messenger. I have one further question for you, Mr. Sondheim.
Oh, yes?
Your politics interest me, but they're not my main concern. My job is to look after Prince Frederick. There have already been 2 unsuccessful attempts on his life. Have you any suggestions as to where the 3rd attempt may come from?
No. I can only put myself in your position and ask myself who would benefit most from his death, and then begin my inquiries from there.
You can deal with all these, Leon. You can leave them, that will be all.
Do you not wish me to answer that letter, Your Highness?
Oh, no, this is personal. If you would take the portfolio to the embassy.
Very well, Your Highness.
Oh, Yakov.
See that one I've interrupted, will you?
Thank you for trusting us, Frederick.
Your Highness.
Max, so formal. Enough of that.
Forgive me, my friend.
Yakov, the wine. Come, my friends, let us sit down. We have a great deal to talk about.
Now you are all right?
I'm completely unshaken, my friend. Although if this woman, Irene Stein, had her way, I should now be in a somewhat fragmentary condition.
Please do not joke. Frederick, Max is under arrest.
Protective custody, they call it. But it amounts to the same thing. You see, they think I tried to kill you.
Yes, I'm sorry that my visit should have resulted in this. But, Max, I know that the attempt was nothing to do with you.
Sergeant Cork! Sergeant!
What's it?
Yakov?
What?
Yakov, what's
Mary, what?
Yakov! Yakov, what is it?
Sergeant Cork. What happened, man? What happened? What happened?
The corridor, Sergeant.
What?
There was a sound from the linen closet out there.
Up there. All right.
The cupboard in the corner, Sergeant. They went to the door in the corner.
Right. Look, everyone in that corner bedroom. Leave it to me.
Maria, Max, this way.
Everyone
Please,
back there,
quickly.
please. Get back, everyone, please.
Into there.
All right, then. All right. All right.
He's fainted, Sergeant.
All right. Yakov, my friend. Have you made the 3rd attempt?
I've no idea.
This is a statement from Quilby's.
Quilby's?
Yes, they made 1 bomb, but they swear they only made 1.
That's true enough.
Why? Why only 1?
Because we thought 1 would be enough.
We?
You know who I mean.
I have no idea. What about the 2nd bomb? Where did that come from?
I've already told you I know nothing.
Your parents are in prison in Silesia.
Yes?
When did you last hear of them?
Not since I left Silesia.
Stone, I think I should tell you that I have heard that your parents were executed soon after you left. Maria Sondheim had word from a courier. She seemed quite positive.
It's impossible.
Why are you so sure they're alive?
Because they promised.
I know, but your brothers...
My parents were harmless. They committed no crimes. It had nothing to do with politics.
I'm sorry.
God. It can't be true. It can't be true.
Come in. What have you discovered, Jack?
Not much.
Don't worry about Miss Stone. She may be interested in the mechanical details.
These are from the first one. The measurements are all here.
Any corresponding features on the second bomb?
I can't be sure. I think not. This one could be 8 centimeters, but it's badly distorted. If you could find me some more fragments to work on.
Well, Marriott's got that in hand.
Well, it's all down here as far as I can go.
I think that might help.
Guesswork, mostly.
Can I leave you to look after Miss Stone for a while?
Of course.
I shall be seeing you again, Miss Stone. I might need your help. I'm sorry I had to break the news like that, but you left me no alternative, did you?
How is Yakov?
He's in a bad way, thanks to your friends.
Friends? I have no friends.
Ah, this seems to be all right now. The corridor's a bit of a mess. The prince refused to leave.
Well, he has always stayed in this suite. What good will that do?
Oh, we may be able to reassemble part of the mechanism.
What, from those?
Yes, we might discover where it came from. Wouldn't you like to join your friends through there?
Well, they haven't much time, and they have 5 years to catch up on.
Will he come back to Silesia with me?
I do not think he will go back. Not yet.
Maria, why have you never married?
The movement does not leave much time for a private life.
But if you came back?
If. There are too many ifs.
I want you to come back. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know. Do you not think I wish it also? My roots are there. It is my country. England is kind, but cold. We are strangers here.
Is that the only reason you want to come back?
You know that is not so.
Who is it?
There you go. Well, how are you feeling now?
Oh, better, thank you. I still can't understand how they got me from behind. I could kick myself.
Leave that pleasure to me. Oh, Mr. Sondheim, I wonder if you'd mind waiting in the other room, please, and closing the doors.
When are we to be allowed to leave?
Your sister is at liberty to leave when she chooses, sir.
I see.
Glad. Are you sure they didn't take your key?
Oh, it was in my pocket when I came round. Well, someone must have put it there, I suppose.
These might help. Look, I've sent for Kurtner. When he arrives, you go down to the lounge. You'll find Miss Stone there with a constable. Bring her up here and keep her out of the way if possible. That'll be Kurtner now.
Is he badly hurt?
Badly enough.
How did it happen?
Another bomb.
It's disgraceful. You slighted the Silesian embassy by taking it upon yourselves to protect His Highness and to allow this to happen. Right under your noses. You may depend upon it, Sergeant. Your government will receive a protest couched in the strongest possible terms.
Ah, there you are, Leon. Where the devil have you been all this time?
Your Highness. Are you all right? Should you be...
I'm not the one that was hurt.
But I thought I mean, your men led me to believe...
Yakov.
Yakov. Ah, poor Yakov. At least that is some relief.
Well, I doubt if Yakov would agree.
I'm sorry if my message misled you, Mr. Kurtner. Now, if you gentlemen will come into the other room, please, I might need your help. Perhaps if you would gather round.
Sergeant, I object most strongly. I will not stay in the same room with these rebels, traitors.
Leon, please be quiet and come here.
Mr. Curtin, there have already been 3 attempts at murder. The object of this little discussion is to find out who was responsible and to try and avoid a 4th attempt.
Are the police in England so stupid? It must be obvious who is responsible.
Perhaps we all have our opinions. In this country, opinion is not enough to convince a jury. We need stronger evidence. All this is fairly strong, I think you'll agree. It's all fairly solid. We've measured the components of both bombs. Now, this little packet here, we have a bar, 3 inches long. It's from the first bomb, the one that did not explode. Now, this little screw here is 1/2 an inch. Notice I talk about inches. 1/2 an inch, 3 inches. Now, in this little packet here, we have a bar. It's from the bomb which exploded in the corridor. It measures 8 centimeters. centimeters, not inches.
Is this important?
I think so. The second bomb was not made in England. The parts have been designed according to the metric system. Now, I ask myself, if there are enough bombs in England, why should one bomb be a foreign one?
These people have organizations everywhere. They have connections all over Europe.
That's a good point, Mr. Kurtner. It so happens I have Miss Stone in the other room. Perhaps she might be able to help. Excuse me. You bring Miss Stone in the mirror. Care to be seated? Now, Miss Stone, I will speak for you. Tell me if I go wrong, will you?
Once again, Sergeant, I must most emphatically protest at this charade.
Your protest has been noted, sir. Now, Miss Stone, you came here from Silesia 1 year ago when your parents were put in prison.
For sedition, Sergeant. They were plotting against my government.
That is not true.
They were charged with sedition, tried, and sentenced to death. Why were they not executed at once?
We do exercise a certain clemency.
Indeed. Miss Stone, why were your parents not executed immediately? Was it because you did a deal with your jailers? Was it because you agreed to exile yourself and become a spy in this country for the revolutionary movement? When Prince Frederick came here, were you given orders to assassinate him? And who gave you those orders?
It was Leon Kurtner.
Did he give you a letter to take to the gunsmiths?
Yes.
And who was it signed by?
It was signed in the name of Max Sondheim. It was a forgery.
The woman is lying. Lying to save her own miserable skin.
I was told that if the prince died, my parents would be released and allowed to join me here in England.
And you accepted that bargain?
Yes. After all, he's one of them. I thought it unnecessary that they wanted him killed, but that was no concern of mine. You betrayed me. Tricked me. I know now that my parents were dead as soon as I crossed the border.
You're talking nonsense.
That is not so, Kurtner. We heard of their death through the movement.
And were you also responsible for the first attempt on my life? I trusted you, Leon. Why should you?
Why should I seek to stop you making an alliance with these rebels? Stop you betraying your uncle? Your country? I had no wish to do this myself, Your Highness. But now I have no choice.
Set gun down, Kurtner.
You first, if necessary.
Look, Barrett, hold it.
Keep going.
All right, Sergeant.
Sergeant,
Take your hands off. All right, Sergeant. Take it out. Maria, please. Take it down, Barrett.
You're right, Sergeant.
Of course I'm not right, you fool. It hurts.
I'll get you a doctor, Sergeant.
No, that's it.
Can we hold him, Sergeant?
He will claim diplomatic privilege.
Claim what he likes, but not from me. Let's go and see the Home Secretary about that.
Frederick, you will stay with us. You can't go back, not now.
You were playing right into their hands. They must have known every move we made.
We must start again. But now they know on which side your sympathies lie. You must not go back.
I have to.
They will kill you.
They haven't been too successful so far. No, I will survive. I must.
Oh, Cork, how's the arm?
Oh, it's on the mend, sir. Still get quite a bit of stiffness just above the joint there. Particularly bad last night. I could hardly sleep.
Still hurts after 2 weeks.
Well, if only this infernal pain would go, I feel much easier.
Surprising how a good officer like you can be such an old woman when it comes to a bit of pain.
Sir?
I didn't come to discuss your ailments. You've seen this, bottom left-hand corner, an old friend of yours in the news.
What is it, sir?
Prince Frederick of Silesia. Killed in a shooting accident.
An accident?
Well, that's the official explanation. He was one against too many.
I didn't think very much of him at first. He was a fine man. Yes, he was a fine young man. What a pity.